and welcome to Sri Lanka. You'll notice we're in a tuk-tuk, which is amazing in itself, but 2 days before coming to Sri Lanka, I went onto a car rental website to book a car, and it said you need a Sri Lankan driving permit, and the only way you can get one of these permits is by going to the Driving Vehicle Licensing Association in Sri Lanka's capital city, Colombo. It is the stupidest thing I've ever heard when I've travelled anywhere in the world. So what this means is that anyone who wants to come to Sri Lanka and get their own transport has to waste 1 day of their holiday travelling 30 minutes outside of the capital, not near a train station, not near anywhere else, to queue up for what's been quoted as anywhere from 1 to 4 hours to get a driving licence. Before you do that, you also have to make sure you have a copy of your driving licence and a copy of your passport, and then you have to queue up in 4 different queues to be able to get a ridiculous driving permit that's not remotely necessary. 1 day wasted. So here's our journey. We're in a tuk-tuk. This will cost us about £2 to get to Galle railway station in the south of Sri Lanka. From there, we have to get a 2-hour train up to Colombo. After we've got off the 2-hour train to Colombo, we then need to get another tuk-tuk for 30 minutes outside of Colombo to this Driver Vehicle Licensing Association to get the driving licence. After that, we have to make our entire way back to where we are here in the south of Sri Lanka. We're off on what will be a round trip of probably 8 hours. I'll take you with us to show you exactly the reality of getting one of these permits. Some people may say, oh, just rent a vehicle, it's fine. But I know it doesn't work like that in Asian countries anymore. We were pulled over 4 times in India and asked for our licence. Luckily I had the international permit, so that was fine. And in Bali last year, I was pulled over countless times, and I've also been fined twice in Bali for not having the international permit. So there's no point risking it unless you're happy getting fined all the time. We've seen police blocks all over the place here in Sri Lanka, so definitely they will be stopping tourists. But I've never heard anywhere in the world like this where you have to take a day out of your holiday to go to a driver vehicle permit place and actually physically get a permit in that country. Madness. These tuk-tuks are great though. Just to the left-hand side of the driver, that is a tuk-tuk equivalent of a kickstart. So the driver has to yank that up as fast as he can, kickstart style. I have no idea how old these are, but they are everywhere, and I don't think the design's changed in the past 50 years or so. They are genuinely the best value mode of transport, but I'll give you a word of warning, be careful. If you're trying to get an Uber in a built-up areas, the tuk-tuk drivers have formed something like a gang where they stop Uber drivers from picking up tourists. So we ordered an Uber taxi to get home yesterday, and the taxi driver nervously said, walk 20 minutes down the road, or walk for 200 metres, down the road, just walk. And we said, why? Like, you're meant to come and pick us up. And he said, please, tuk-tuk drivers. So we had to walk for 200 metres down the road to a little side bit on the street. And we said, why are you making us walk? Why can't you pick us up? He said, if the tuk-tuk drivers find out there are Uber drivers here, there will be hell to pay. So they may seem very sweet, but the tuk-tuk drivers, they've got an edge. I hope this is loud enough. As we thought, it's packed. There are no seats available at all. I've been told if you can get a first class seat, it's genuinely enjoyable because you have your own table and own seat guaranteed. We didn't get that, so we're in second class. Each of the carriages is labelled 1, 2 or 3, corresponding with first class, second and third. So, it looks like the trains are from about the year 1970. They're all perfectly clean, but to Monika's left here, we have positioned ourselves right next to the toilet, and the stench coming from that toilet is, let's just say, pungent to say the least. It's going to be about an hour and 40 minutes on here, and I love the lack of any kind of health and safety. All the doors are open, people just peering out, people waiting till the last minute to jump on the train and then running as fast as they could, leaping on. It's an experience. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a constant flume of diesel smoke bellowing out and pouring all the way down. So I don't know what's worse. I've got the stench of diesel smoke making me feel quite nauseous on this side. And then when the train slows down, that diesel smoke stops, but I'm left with the stench from the toilet on this side. So I don't know what's worse, but we're about 10 minutes in and I'm already feeling quite nauseous. That's a massive day. It's 4:30. We left at 9 o'clock. It's an entire day to get it done. We got off the train, got onto a tuk-tuk, then we go to this huge driver vehicle licensing centre. Hundreds of people in many, many different buildings with many queues of different lengths and many booths within each building. So you don't know where to look in essence, you don't know what to do. So someone had to walk personally with us to take us to this one specific booth. Building H, Q1. It would be just impossible to find this otherwise. So I queued up, I got to second from front of the queue, and then the lady at the booth stood up and walked off. And we were looking around like, what's going on? Has she finished at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for the day? And after about 5 minutes, someone came over and said, oh, it's fine, she's just gone for her lunch break. And then someone said, how long will she be? And they said, don't know, maybe half an hour or so. So we were standing here in an unconditioned room, sweltering heat, waiting, hoping that she'd finish her sandwich as quickly as possible. Finally, she came back, got all my paperwork, and it turns out I was missing, I'm not joking, I was missing a document. So they sent me away to sort out my paperwork and get it all in order. So Monika and I came here to a cafe in Colombo. We're now in the centre of Colombo, and we didn't know what to do to be able to get all our paperwork formalised. So, very kindly, a guy called Piotr sent me an Instagram message with his connection, an intermediary who can sort out the paperwork for me. I messaged him 1 hour ago, I'm not joking, 1 hour ago. I sent him all of my documentation online and he managed to get within the space of an hour. Why didn't I just do this immediately? Do I need to hide anything here? I don't think so. My Sri Lankan driver permit, door to door, within 1 hour. That is a phenomenal service. I'll put the details of this gentleman at the bottom in the written description, because if I just would have done that originally, it would have saved an entire day. And it does feel like a wasted day. I mean, now we've got that, it's okay, but it feels like a day just unnecessarily traveling around. But success. So, in short, if you come to Sri Lanka, get in touch with this guy, get him to do your international driver permit before you get to Sri Lanka. And then when you arrive into Colombo, go and pick it up off him. It will save you so much hassle and so much stress. Now though, the whole of Sri Lanka is open to us. Good morning all. It's the following morning. Honestly, we got in at 10 p.m. yesterday. So shattered, I thought, look, we'll film everything just to show the apartment, car downstairs, walk around in the daylight. Everything looks better and everything feels better when you've had a good night's sleep. We had our dinner at a subway service station on the motorway 5 minutes before it closed. So everything just about worked out in time. The day was 13 hours, largely because of my stupidity not getting my paperwork sorted. But, you know, it's a long old day, including getting the car as well. But here we are, £48 a night. This is our accommodation for near enough the entirety of our stay. That is £48, including all Airbnb fees, cleaning fees, etc., etc. 2 bed, 2 bath, balcony that I'll show you in a second, with a kitchen. This is really a stunningly appointed place. I won't open the fridge, but something you notice when we do a few of the videos, that's a decently stocked up fridge, which did not happen in India. The reason that's a stocked up fridge is because food prices, they are significantly more than India. That really surprised me. So you've got washing machine, all of the cooking utensils fully loaded. Dining area here, so perfect for working. Really fast Wi-Fi. I mean, the quality of the furniture here is more like the quality of furniture from someone that actually lives in the apartment. First bathroom there. Monika's separated the bathrooms because she says I'm a disgusting mess, so I have to stay in that one. Master bedroom with, again, an identical bathroom with shower, all brilliantly appointed. You don't need to go out there, but little balcony area there that we've used for the hanging washing area. I don't know if you can hear, you can just hear the birds in the background. And the second you open it, it feels like a hairdryer is pointed right at you. I love it. I mean, they've done a lovely job here. It's a really, really nice apartment. My bedroom, again, I've been kicked out of there. So this is my bedroom where I have to store all of my things. But we're not going to use it, but it's a 2 bed, 2 bath. You know, it's 48.
We had no idea it's 2 bed.
Did we? We didn't have any idea at all. So if you're 2 couples coming here, £48 a night suddenly seems like phenomenal value. Huge windows throughout, and you get a really good sense. In fact, I'll show you the view here because it's just easier to see it here than the other balcony. See, right in the distance, you can see the tiniest glimpse right on the horizon there, but you get a really good idea. Crocodile down there, look down there, crocodile.
Where?
Zoom in, zoom in.
Oh my God.
Zoom in, quick, quick, quick.
Wow.
That's a crocodile.
Oh my God. No, is it? Is it a lizard?
Oh, the biggest lizard I've ever seen. That's a crocodile.
No, it's not a crocodile.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's a big lizard.
Oh!
Oh!
Wait, hold on. Is that not a crocodile? Wait, this is the first time we've seen one. People have told us there are crocodiles everywhere here. Wow, okay, that brings us on so perfectly. Monica, you keep filming that just while I chat. This is exactly...
My hands are shaking.
This is why we've got a car, because for one, Sri Lanka, relatively speaking, is massive, and there is so much wildlife here. We thought, look, if we're going to go and try and find some leopards, some elephants, and we're doing 5-hour trips, we have to get a car so we can see all this stuff.
Oh no.
This is some National Geographic stuff. This lizard is now stalking the white bird, so we have to see what's happening. You can see it just got its nose out of the water, very, very slowly coming up the ledge. The bird has no idea what's going on at all. Unlike the new David Attenborough here. You can see it's slinking its body up the track. Surely the bird will see it before then.
Go away!
It's nature, Monica. You have to let it take its course.
It's a horrible nature.
Never interfere with nature. Apologies if Monica starts running in this direction. We're now at ground level with the continued attack on this white bird. So the lizard is right here and the bird's here, and they're now pretty much on the same level. And the lizard's getting closer and closer to one of these white birds. That's the lizard.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Yay!
Right, Suzuki Wagon R. This is what's known as a K car. This is a car that has to be very specific in dimensions in order to conform with some Japanese legislation. I find this fascinating. It has to have a tiny footprint, so people living in certain areas of Japan, this is to the best of my knowledge, are legally allowed to have them. Because space is at such a premium in Japan, if in some areas you have a car bigger than this, you're not legally allowed to have the car, or the tax is so high it's just not worth having. So that's why these cars are so popular. Tiny wheel span with a weight of 850 kilograms. You're looking at stuff from the 1970s, 1980s to get back to that level of size. But here's the genius thing about it. Don't think because it's got this tiny floor plan that this is really cramped inside. I'll open the boot first. That looks fairly small initially, but it's the Japanese ingenuity that's so special here. Everything folds down flat, so it's like a van. That's the first thing. Either one, you can fold one or both chairs down flat. First, good little bit there. Shut the boot. And because the floor space is at a premium, they've raised the roof to give a better feeling of space. So have a look here. Look at the amount of legroom there. That is incredible. That is like a 5 Series BMW. But if you need a bigger boot space, you can move the chairs, giving you a very good sized boot. It doesn't stop there. That 850cc engine is a hybrid. And with hybrid power, it gets the equivalent of 1,000 cc's worth of power. And driving around town, it's very nippy. Again, everything just works so beautifully well. I've even got a center rest, an armrest in there. And Monica, if you just get in there and have a look, the chairs at the front, they're all one, giving again a bigger feeling of space. So that's almost like one complete bench seat in the middle. It's automatic, it's incredibly comfortable. And just have a look at this for my head. The amount of space above my head here. I'm 6'1", and how have they done it? It's incredibly comfortable, it's well made, and they have sold millions, and I do mean millions, of this exact car. This is, I think, the best-selling K car in the segment, the Suzuki Wagon R. It's a sales phenomenon, this thing. We just don't get them in Europe. And I don't know any reason for why they wouldn't work in Europe. They're phenomenal little things. Monica, don't yawn. Stop it, stop it. Okay, we're going to go for a coffee. Let's wrap the video up here, because otherwise it's going to be about a 40-minute video. So thank you so much everyone for watching. We'll be doing a mixture of stuff. I'm not really sure the mix of car and bike stuff. We'll just see how we get on with the sheer size of Sri Lanka.
What's the best way to explore it?
And yeah, exactly that. What is the best way to explore this island? So thank you so much everyone for watching. Have a brilliant week, and we'll see you all in the next one.